Hello, welcome back to the HTH 2021 solve videos for the CTF. In this one, we're going to be going to Benny's Call, which is the first web challenge. Go ahead and get going. So on Benny's Call, it'll give us some information about it and give us a location to connect to. This is what we're supposed to be doing, is getting past authentication here. So when you think about authentication bypass, there are a couple of things that I typically think about. One is are any of these fields susceptible to SQL injection, right? So I may be thinking about the way that this is developed and programmed. Maybe there's some type of input that I can add to this, and I might be able to do special characters, things that I think that are going to end up being termination sequences for maybe PHP on the back end. And we can add those same type of characters in here and see if that ends up doing anything. I get things like incorrect sign-in, and we can keep trying to enumerate those types of things, but it just doesn't work out. Some other things that I usually like to track are just the cookies. When you open up the developer console in your browser, there should be a tab. In this case, it's application. And there's lots of different storage types: local storage, session, indexes, web SQL, trust tokens, things like this. But under cookies, we have this, right? So we have auth equals 0. So I think Boolean, I'm going to change this to a 1, and user level is guessed. I might do something like user. So when I click on this, obviously it tells me this form needs to be filled out. If there's this here, I think that this might not actually do anything, or it might check my credentials first in the session. So we're going to go through this trouble to pass session information to the user. We're probably going to check to see if that works first before trying to validate the username and password that's being passed in. So if I click this, it'll say incorrect sign-in. Okay, so maybe the user level doesn't actually work. And thinking back on this challenge, for the user level, I probably should have added a slightly different message rather than that. So maybe I said users aren't able to log in at this time, only admin, right? So typically my mind goes to user level, I think admin or administrator. So let's go ahead and give this a try again with administrator. And then we'll be redirected to this temporary stage, which tells us the flag. And then we'll visit the NDR home, which is the Nexus data record site, which will play into the second challenge as well. So let's go back to this one, type in our flag, and we got credit for it. There are a lot of ways to actually go down, and chase red herrings on this one. Again, like I said, the SQL injection is one of them. Even the fact that if you were able to find the cookie and switch things, maybe people still went down the route of trying to crack the password and thought that that was only kind of like privilege escalation once you logged in past it. So there's quite a few things that I think could have slipped people up on this particular challenge. In hindsight, everything is 2020. It's easy for me to solve this in a matter of seconds because I developed it. I know what the solution is. But at the time when it's fresh and you're just seeing it, there's a lot of different rabbit holes that you can go down. But that was the challenge for Benny's Call in HTH 2021 CTF.